Hi guys, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at the idea of using quadratic inequalities to show when a quadratic equation has real roots. Okay, so first thing we have to remember is that this is all down to the discriminant part, i.e. that b squared minus 4ac, and in order for there to be real roots, then that has to be greater than or equal to 0. So just remember that as we go into this example. So we've been asked to determine where this is real. So x squared minus kx plus 3k minus 8 is equal to 0. And we've been asked to find or to determine the values of k for which this quadratic equation is equal to 0 has real roots. So in order for it to have real roots, then the discriminant, i.e. b squared minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, must hold. So first thing we do is we label everything. So it's just 1 for my a, it's minus k for my b, and for my c, it's this big thing here. Okay, and we're going to throw it through the formula. And if we do that, we're going to get b squared, which is minus k all squared, minus 4 by a, which is 1, by c, which is 3k minus 8, and that's got to be greater than or equal to 0 if we're going to have real roots. Okay, so minus k squared is just k squared, minus 4 lots of 3k minus 8 must be greater than or equal to 0. Multiply out that bracket, k squared minus 12k plus 32 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, we have a quadratic. We should be able to solve this quadratic. If you're not sure how to solve this quadratic inequality, then there's a video that I've produced which will show you how to do that. But essentially all we are doing is we are now trying to factorize. So it's going to be k, and it's going to be greater than or equal to 0. And it's now just a case of getting the factors. K minus 4 minus 8 looks good. And from here what we can get is the critical value. So I now know the critical value of k is equal to 4 and k is equal to 8. Now, remember, this is an inequality. This is not an equation, so I'm not expected to have answers of equals this, equals that. I want greater than or equal to, less than or equal to something. And if you look back at my previous video, you'll find what we do is we draw a quick sketch of what's going on. So it's going through at 4, and it's going through at 8. So 4 and 8. Again, all this is a very, very, very rough sketch just to show what's going on. And we've been asked to show where this is greater than or equal to 0. Now remember, this is your y is equal to 0 line. So we're looking above the line. So above the line is here and here. So anywhere to the left of 4, i.e. x has to be less than 4, or anywhere to the right of 8, i.e. x has to be greater than 8, and that means that we are always going to be above the y is equal to 0 line. So there's our two answers. So in this case, k must be less than or equal to 4, or k must be greater than or equal to 8 in order to have real roots. If it's between 4 and 8, i.e. it's underneath the line, between 4 and 8, we're going to get non-real roots.